What's up, Fifth Fan? Welcome back to the channel. So you'll have to excuse me, I'm still very sick from coming down with COVID for about the last week or so. I'm very sorry if you're having a hard time understanding me. I will keep this very short and sweet, but I did need to unbox my new piece of equipment from MBPOWERCENTER. This is a custom-made overbar implement. So if you are familiar with Strongman events, we do a lot of stuff overbar, keg overbar, sandbag overbar, stone overbar, things like that. I wanted one for here at the house. We do have a loading platform, but you know, due to lack of space and stuff, it does pose a little bit of an issue. The gym that we go to sometimes, Lift Hard, they have one of these that I think they actually made themselves. So I sent a picture to MBPOWERCENTER and I asked them if they could make something like that for me, and they pretty much got it spot on. This bar is adjustable. It will go up and down. All you have to do is remove the peg, which is right here, and then you can adjust it. Now, when we were trying to figure out how to make this to best suit our needs, we went back and forth a couple times deciding if we needed something to make the base more stable. So because it wasn't going to be super wide, we didn't want it to tip over. So we did end up putting the pegs on either side of the implement so you can put weights on it so it will stay relatively in place. Now, for me, I'm not lifting anything of the 300 or 400, 500 pound nature. So, you know, putting a couple 45s on either side would probably work just fine. Somebody for Chuck, who is a super heavyweight, who is probably going to be lifting along the lines of 300 or 400 pounds. Now we will have to stack the weights on a little bit and adjust it for him and his needs. But all in all, I think this is going to be a perfect addition for us. We do have a yoke, which is also just as sufficient for doing things like overbar, but I didn't want to ruin my yoke. Now, if you've been around Strongman for a while, you will understand exactly what I mean when I say that you can use a yoke, but you didn't want to ruin the cross member. Now, when you're doing overbar and you use an implement such as the Atlas stone and it's solid concrete, you will occasionally come across competitors who are either new or the weight is something that they are trying for like a PR for, and they will drop it directly on top of the cross member. So that is why I wanted to get a separate implement, because my yoke, I've had it for a few years. It does work very, very well for me. I don't want to have to replace it. Now, this equipment is expensive. Strongman equipment is more specialty items, and so it does get a little bit more pricey. So if I am able to have separate things, so that way my equipment doesn't get ruined, all the better. Now, because I am dealing with COVID and I am very under the weather, I am completely out of breath and I am ready to go crawl right back into bed. I will show you how to use this piece of equipment. So if you are new and you have no idea what I mean when I say overbar, this will show you exactly what it is. If you're not new and you've been doing Strongman for a while, I'm just going to show you what it looks like in reference to me being 5'3", 5'4"-ish, and you know, how it's gonna work for me. So here we go.